The fog. It's not just any fog. Reports describe it as thick, almost unnatural, and appearing in areas where it shouldn't. Some have noticed a strange chemical smell lingering in the air, leaving residents uneasy. Hypothetically speaking, what if this fog isn't a natural phenomenon, but rather something engineered? Could it be a tool for climate manipulation, a test of chemical dispersal, or even a prelude to something far more sinister? Or can it be extraterrestrial?
Okay, y'all, what seriously is going on here with this fog nonsense? Look, I've been seeing all the stories about weird fog all over the country. It's 5 o'clock in the morning here in South Texas, and I thought it was all just people being weird and nonsense. And I wake up this morning and it hasn't rained in a while. The weather hasn't changed dramatically at all. I'm driving through town and the whole town looks like this weird hazy fog, and it's like a thick moisture that smells weird in the air. And there's no reason for it. I mean, it's January. We haven't had rain. The weather patterns haven't shifted. I went to bed last night. Everything was normal. I wake up to go to work this morning. It's 5 o'clock in the morning here in Texas. What is this? Why does it smell weird, and why is it like a thick moisture? It's like fog, but you can see it like thick, and it's like wet and weird and smells weird. And I don't know, man. I thought it was all hype, but now I'm a little freaked out myself, honestly. It's like, what in the world am I breathing? That's my biggest concern, is what is this garbage? I saw a news article about it. It's all over the country. What is this?
So I was in Italy on New Year's Day, and this crazy fog just rolled in out of nowhere. We had this blue skies, and then this mist came in, and it smelled kind of perfumed, and then the whole place enveloped into this fog. I'm not in Italy right now. I'm actually in Belgrade, Serbia. And when that happened, I checked the air quality in Italy, and it was about 124 unhealthy air. And I was curious what was the cause, because it seemed very suspicious, like I hadn't seen anything like it before. I went and looked at the map, and all of Africa pretty much was just dangerous air. And then I noticed that Belgrade, Serbia was purple unhealthy air. And actually, a few days later, I was planning on going there, and I had a friend there that I'm visiting, and he tells me this isn't normal. And I was wondering what was happening, and he doesn't even know. And then I started looking online, and in the UK, they've been grounding airplanes because of this weird fog. In the US, in different parts, they're getting this weird fog. It's very suspicious, in combination with the drones and the UFOs in the US, strange. And then apparently there seems to be some sort of virus outbreak that's happening in China. And all of it seems very concerning. Like, is it a biological warfare sort of situation? Something just doesn't feel right when you add it all together.
The first couple days we came to the beach, I thought this was completely beautiful. When we walked out, it was just so different. Now, third day, I'm wondering what really is going on. I mean, should I have my kids out here?
And that's not all.
The fire marshals want...
Okay, I'm seeing all this stuff about the fog and the air filters. My whole family's sick right now. And we have like a really, really good furnace filter. We live in Michigan. Oh my gosh. That is bad. Oh my God. After just a month. Are you kidding me?
The fog has residents waking up to an eerie situation that has them worried.
The fog. That's right, people. This weird fog
that has been around for days and is supposedly making people sick. Well, I feel like, and this is what I'm talking about. This is what it's looked like in Ohio for days, okay? If you guys are going through this and are seeing this, please let me know. And I feel like, thumbs up, y'all. I feel like my body is panicking. Like it's going like alarm after alarm after alarm. It's not the flu, it's not a cold. I'm getting hot, I'm getting chills. I feel like I'm gonna throw up every 10 minutes.
As fog, there are drones. Numerous reports detail sightings of drones moving methodically through fog-covered areas, as though scanning or perhaps even planting something. Their movements seem deliberate, as if they're carrying out a mission. Could these drones and the fog be working together in ways we're only beginning to suspect?
Received several Dior bag videos and messages about sightings which are obviously not being reported in the mainstream media, which confirms what was told to me, which is that we are being desensitized. So it's normalized that we will see these Dior bags and other things in the sky. It does feel like when we don't see this coming through our feeds and certainly through our news, that we start to second guess ourselves. Our minds start to play tricks on us, saying, wait, is it still happening? You know, if a tree falls and no one heard it, did it actually fall? If a Dior bag flies and no one reported it, did it actually fly? And because
What are these lights in the sky?
What are those?
Then there are the fires. The wildfires currently raging across California since January 8th, 2025, have captured the world's attention. These fires have exhibited intense behavior, burning hotter and spreading faster than expected. Scientists point to climate change, but could there be an unseen factor at play? The mysterious fog, laden with potential chemicals, might be influencing atmospheric conditions. Could these events be revealing a larger story, one where natural disasters aren't entirely natural? Nature's first responders are its animals. Wildlife often reacts to environmental changes long before humans notice. Since the emergence of the mysterious fog and drones, strange animal behaviors have been reported in affected areas. Birds fly in erratic patterns, as though disoriented, while larger animals stand frozen, appearing to sense an unseen danger. Or are they reacting to something deeper, an unseen force disrupting their natural instincts? Whatever the cause, these behaviors might be a warning of a greater threat looming on the horizon. Speculation runs rampant. Some suggest these phenomena are part of covert experiments, testing atmospheric manipulation or advanced technologies. Others go even further, proposing ties to extraterrestrial activity. The idea of unknown forces operating in coordination with chemically infused fog raises unsettling questions. And what if these elements, the fog, the fires, and even the animals, aren't separate incidents? Imagine a web of interconnected events, each contributing to a larger, hidden agenda. What could that agenda be, and who or what might be behind it? To understand these connections, we must look deeper. Could the fog and fires be testing the limits of how far nature can be manipulated? And if so, by whom? Governments? Corporations? Or something entirely beyond our comprehension? And what role do the fires play in this grander scheme? Are they collateral damage or part of a larger, more calculated plan?
One day, he goes, it's just going to be the right wind and fire's going to start in the right place and it's going to burn through LA all the way to the ocean. And there's not a thing we can do about it. He goes, we get lucky with the wind. He goes, but if the wind hits the wrong way, it's just going to burn straight through LA, and there's not going to be a thing we can do about it.
The answers may be closer than we think, but uncovering them requires vigilance, skepticism, and the courage to question the narratives we're given. We may